Me walk by faith. This old straight and narrow road turns to gold. I'll walk right in, drop this heavy load. A new journey for Kea Real Estate Solutions, introducing you to Kyle Dean Dennison as he stood at the edge of the property in the vast expanse of the Navajo Nation stretching before him as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a gold glow over the red earth. He felt a deep connection to his ancestors and the land. This was not just any piece of real estate, it was a symbol of his heritage and his future. Raised on a reservation, Kyle learned the value of resilience, community, and tradition. His childhood was filled with stories of his ancestors, their struggles and their triumphs. These stories shaped his identity and instilled in him a sense of pride and responsibility. Kyle knew that he had the duty to preserve his culture and pass it on to the future generations. As a young man, Kyle ventured into the world of real estate, driven by a desire to make a difference. He founded Kea Real Estate Solutions, a business that aimed to provide sustainable housing solutions on the reservation and off the reservation. The name Kea, meaning land in Navajo, was a tribute to his roots and a reminder of his mission. Starting a business was not easy. Kyle faced numerous challenges, from navigating complex regulations to gaining the trust of his community. But he was undeterred. He used his knowledge and skills to find innovative solutions, always keeping the need of his people in the forefront. One of his proudest moments was the completion of a housing project that provided affordable homes to several Navajo families across the nation. Seeing the joy and relief of their faces reminded him why he started this journey. And it wasn't just about building houses, it was about building futures. Kyle's commitment to his community extended beyond real estate. He was passionate about education and preserving the Navajo language. As a substitute teacher, he worked tirelessly to teach Native children about their heritage. He developed programs that integrated traditional knowledge with modern education, ensuring that the children understood who they were and where they came from. Looking ahead, Kyle had big plans for Kea Real Estate Solutions. He wanted to expand his business, create more housing opportunities, and continue his work in education. He dreamed of a future where every Native child would grow up with a strong sense of identity and the tools to succeed in the modern world. As the last rays of the sun faded, Kyle stood tall, his heart filled with hope and determination. He knew that the road ahead would not be easy, but he was ready, with the spirit of his ancestors guiding him in support of his community and the support of his community. Kyle was confident that he could make a lasting impact. His journey had just begun, and he was ready to lead his people into a brighter future. The power of imagination, a sermon for Kea Real Estate Solutions. Brothers and sisters, today I will stand before you to speak on a gift from God that is often overlooked, yet it is so vital to our growth and progress. This gift is imagination. In the Bible, we see numerous references to the power of imagination and vision. Today, I want to explore how this divine gift can shape our lives and communities through the work, particularly through the work of Kea Real Estate Solutions. Let us begin with the reading from Book of Genesis. Genesis 1:26 to 27 in the NIV version. It says, "Then God said, let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, over the livestock and all the wild animals, and all over the creatures that move along the ground. So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. This passage tells us that we're made in the image of God, the Creator. Being created in his likeness means we are endowed with the ability to imagine and create. This is not just a superficial resemblance, but a deep-seated capacity to envision and bring forth new realities. The role of imagination in Scripture. Throughout the Bible, let's take, for example, we see how God uses imagination to inspire his people. Like the first guy, Abraham. Abraham's vision. For instance, Genesis 15:5 in the new NIV, when he said he took him outside and said, "Look up at the sky and count the stars. If indeed you can count them," then he said to him, "so shall your offspring be." God used the stars to spark Abraham's imagination, giving him a vision, sustained Abraham through years of waiting and uncertainty. Second one was in Joseph's dreams. Joseph's dreams, recounted in Genesis 37, were not just idle fantasies. They were God-given visions that guided him through betrayal, slavery, and imprisonment to ultimately save Egypt and his family from famine. Number 3, the prophets. The prophets like Isaiah and Ezekiel often spoke of visions and dreams that depicted the future. These imaginative revelations were vital in guiding and warning the people of Israel. Now think about that. Imagination in our lives. Now, let's bring this understanding into our own lives. Imagination is the divine spark within us that allows us to envision a better future. We all want the better future. It is what drives us to innovate, to solve problems, and to create new opportunities. At Coyote Real Estate Solutions, imagination is the heart of what we do. It allows us to see not just the land as it is, but as it could be. It enables us to envision the homes and communities that support and uplift our people. Through imagination, we transform possibilities into reality. Imagination in action. Consider the story of Nehemiah when he heard of Jerusalem's ruined walls. He didn't just mourn, he imagined a restored city and took action to rebuild it. That's in Nehemiah 2. Similarly, we at Coyote Real Estate Solutions see the need of our community and imagine a future where everyone has a home, a place of safety and belonging. A call to imagination. Let us be inspired by the words of Paul in Ephesians 3:20 of the NIV version. Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than we can ask or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us. God's power is working within us, can do far more than we can imagine. So let us dream big, not just for ourselves, but for our community. Let us use our God's given image to build, to create, and to transform. As we move forward with Coyote Real Estate Solutions, let us remember that imagination is not just a personal gift, but a communal one. It is through shared visions and collective efforts that we can bring about lasting change. Let us bold up. Let us be bold in our imagination, confident in our purpose, and steadfast in our faith and trust. May God bless our dreams and guide our efforts as we work to build a better future for all. Amen. This recording is a testament to the power of imagination. It is a call to see beyond the present and to envision the possibilities that lie ahead. May our journey with KA Real Estate Solutions be one guided by faith, filled by imagination, and blessed by God. The sacred game of the tale of day and night. I don't want to bring this in, tie this back into the Navajo culture, the Navajo beliefs. In the vast mystical lands of the Navajo, long ago when the world was still young, there was a great debate among the animals. The world was shrouded in eternal darkness, and the animals were divided over whether it should remain so or if the light of the day should come. To settle this debate, the sacred shoe game was created, a game of wit and strategy that would determine the fate of the world, the gatherings of the animals. The sacred animals of the Navajo gathered at a special place known to be the center of the world. Among them were the wise eagle, the swift rabbit, the steadfast turtle, the elusive lizard, and the cunning coyote. Presiding over the game was the owl, guardian of the night, who insisted that darkness remain forever. The animals formed two teams, those who favored the light of the day, led by the eagle, and those who favored the eternal night, led by the owl. The coyote, known as the trickster, positioned himself as the messenger and referee, ensuring that the game was fair, or as fair as a trickster could make it. The rules of the shoe game. The shoe game was a game of hide and seek, where each team took turns hiding a small ball representing the sun in one of the forced moccasins. The other team had to guess which moccasins the ball was hidden in. If they guessed correctly, they won a point. If they guessed wrong, the hiders kept the ball point. The game would continue until one team reached a predetermined number of points. The tricks of Coyote. As the game began, the coyote used his cunning to influence the outcome. Sometimes he would whisper misleading hints to the owl, and the other times he would distract the eagle's team with the clever antics. The rabbits, quick, observant, often saw through. Coyote's tricks, but the lizard, its ability to blend into the surroundings, often provided the owl's team with the unexpected advantages. The wisdom of the eagle. The eagle soared high above the fray, used his keen vision and his wisdom to lead his team. He encouraged them to remain focused and not be swayed by Coyote's mischief. The turtle, though slow, provided a steadfast presence, reminding everyone of the importance of patience and endurance. With each round, the eagle's team grew more adept at seeing through the tricks and finding the hidden ball, the turning point. The game was intense, with each team gaining and losing points. As the night wore on, the owl's team appeared to have the upper hand. The darkness seemed unending, and the animals grew weary. But just as it seemed that eternal night would prevail, the rabbit had an idea. Using his agility and quick thinking, he devised a strategy that turned the tide in favor of the eagle's team. In the final round, with the score tied, the eagle's team took a deep breath. The lizard, in the final desperate attempt, tried to blend into the environment and to distract them, but the eagle's sharp eye saw through the ploy. Guided by the eagle's wisdom, they made their choice. The ball was found, and the game was won. The dawn of a new day. As the sunlight began to break through the horizon, the animals celebrated. The coyote, with a sly grin, acknowledged that the game had been fair, despite his many tricks. The owl, though disappointed, accepted the outcome with dignity. Night would still have its place, but it would alternate with the day, bringing balance to the world. The sacred shoe game had decided the fate of the world, created the cycle of the day and night. The animals, each with their unique gifts and traits, had played their part of this cosmic decision. From that day forward, the Navajo people honored this sacred game, remembering the lessons of wisdom, patience, and cunning and balance. In the harmony of the light and dark, the world found its rhythm. The coyote continued his role as the messenger and trickster, reminding everyone that life is full of surprises and challenges. The eagle soared high, a symbol of vision and leadership. The turtle, rabbit, lizard, and all the sacred animals carried on, each contributing to the balance of life. And so the tale of the sacred game, the creation of day and night, was passed down through generations, a reminder of the importance of unity, wisdom, and the playful spirit of the Navajo people. This is Kyle Dean Dennison with Kea LLC. Let's see if this works. I don't know if I did. Anyway, I think I did the